Jack Tottle is a mandolinist, best-selling author, and founder of the largest and most respected four-year academic bluegrass program in the world.
Born in 1939, Jack grew up in the Washington, D.C. region, one of the early bluegrass music hotbeds. By the late 1950s, he was playing mandolin, blending Bill Monroe's drive with Jesse McReynolds' cross-picking into his own highly stylized sound. He and a group of friends formed the Lonesome River Boys and recorded Raise a Ruckus in 1962.
Jack became an administrator for CARE in the mid-1960s, working in India and Guatemala, running nutrition programs. When he returned to the U.S., he settled in Boston, where he joined banjoist Don Stover's band, recording for a new label, Rounder Records, in the mid-1970s. He started his own band, Tasty Licks, which over time included Mark Schatz, Pat Enright, and a young banjoist from New York named Béla Fleck. They toured nationally and recorded 2 superb albums for Rounder. Jack also released a groundbreaking solo album, Backroad Mandolin.
In 1975, Jack wrote the best-selling mandolin instruction book of all time, Bluegrass Mandolin, for Oak Publications. That same year, he co-wrote liner notes for the legendary album known as 0044 by J.D. Crowe and the New South. The album's jacket featured Jack's meticulous notes blended with John Hartford's to produce perhaps the best 1-2 left brain, right brain liner notes punch ever delivered.
In 1979, Jack moved to Southwest Virginia in the middle of what he called the Bluegrass Heartland, and he soon started a radio show by that name at WETS-FM in Johnson City, Tennessee. In 1982, he got the idea to approach the music department at East Tennessee State University about including bluegrass music in its curriculum, thus establishing bluegrass, old-time, and country music studies at ETSU.
Many of the program's participants would go on to become household names in bluegrass and country music, including Barry Bales, Adam Steffi, Tim Stafford, Becky Buller,
Jennifer McCarter, Hunter Berry, Amethyst Kia, current director Dan Boner, and so many more.
Perhaps his most well-known student is country music superstar Kenny Chesney, who followed a poster for Jack's guitar class on campus to a career of filling stadiums around the world.
Highly visible evidence of Jack's years at ETSU include a series of historical murals which he initiated, all in the family in the Sherrod Library's main atrium, details close musical links between racial and cultural diversity and major figures in country music and bluegrass. The photo mural Walls of Time is a series of 10 large panels intermingling ETSU students with hundreds of important bluegrass and old-time musicians. The ETSU program is still thriving 38 years later, the largest and most successful of its kind in the world, offering a BA degree in bluegrass and still producing outstanding alumni.
His songs have become standards like Leaving by James King and I'd Rather Be a Lonesome Pine by Blue Highway. Released in 2000, the widely praised Copper Creek CD, The Bluegrass Sound, features Jack's playing and singing. It also features Tony Rice, Jerry Douglas, Stuart Duncan, Del and Ronnie McCurry, Ron Block, Charlie Cushman, Wayne Taylor, Glenn Rose, Tim Stafford, and a reunion with the Tasty Licks. More recently, his 2013 album, The Eagle, is a masterpiece of 11 original songs and 4 instrumentals.
Hey folks, Jack Tottle was my first employer, and I learned a lot from him about music and about running a band, and he was always very, very encouraging to me. I remember him telling me that I should really take writing seriously, writing music, when I'd only written a couple of tunes. And I also have fond memories of for some reason, his van always would get stuck and pull over of its own accord in front of a Dunkin' Donuts. So I like that about him too. Congratulations, Jack. You mean a lot to a lot of us. Keep on.
Hey, Jack, it's Kenny Chesney. I just wanted to say, first of all, congratulations on this amazing honor. You deserve it, man. You deserve all good things. But second of all, I just wanted to say I have a lot of gratitude. I'm very thankful for you teaching me a lot about playing guitar, a lot about music, and you were the first person teaching me how to play a Lester G run. So, for that, I am extremely grateful. I love you, buddy, and congratulations.
Jack is now retired and living in Hawaii. At 80 years old, he's still writing songs, performing, and spreading the bluegrass gospel wherever he can. Please help us congratulate the true bluegrass renaissance man on his most deserved Distinguished Achievement Award, Jack Tottle.
Jack Tottle here on this windy day in Hawaii to thank IBMA for this honor of a lifetime. It really means a lot. As Flat and Scruggs sang, give me the flowers while I'm living. Unfortunately, there's not time to properly thank everyone I'd like to. So here are just a few folks and my heartfelt apologies to those I can't include because of the limitations. First, my wife, Lynn Tottle. Thank you, Lynn, for just now reminding me to thank my wife in my remarks. Actually, Lynn's support and sense of humor throughout our marriage has been truly priceless. My parents, John W. Tottle Jr. and Joyce S. Tottle, who did the best they could to give a headstrong kid a solid start in life and steer him away from bad influences. They never gave up. Even when I was in my 40s, my mother asked, "When are you going to grow up and get out of this bluegrass music thing?" The astounding bluegrass music innovators I heard in the 1950s, plus the great players who I was later fortunate enough to perform and record with, my wise friend and mentor, Reverend Jagannath Carrera, inspirational multi-instrumentalist and dear friend Raymond McLean, assistant director and later director of the ETSU program during the 1990s and into the 2000s. Thanks also to all the program's enthusiastic students, faculty, and ETSU administration and staff, including past President Paul Stanton, Vice Presidents Wayne Andrews and Will C. Bishop, plus Mike Woodruff, Don Johnson, Gordon Anderson, Richard Blaustein, Gene Haskell, Roberta Heron, Norma Riddle, and Jim Sledge. And most of all, thanks to the people of East Tennessee, who, by turning out in droves to hear our bands live, played a major role in convincing the university that our music is a genuine and valuable art form of America, which can deepen ETSU's ties with the community at large.